Hello everyone, it's Tana. Welcome back to the Rabbit Hole Designs YouTube channel. Today we're working with the Shell-ebrate stamp set from the latest release. Now I did make watercolor some images on black watercolor paper, which I showed you there. But I did not have time to make cards with those. I did end up using this one, however, which I am watercoloring for you guys. Not the whole thing, of course. I never show all the coloring. Well, for the most part. I'm using my, if you saw my last video, the brand of the colored pencils, the ones that are equivalent to polychromos, it's the same brand of watercolors I'm using right now. Cannot pronounce it for the life of me, but I will put a description or a link in the description box if I can find them on Amazon for you guys. So, on to the coloring. I did both of the ones on the black cardstock with metallic watercolors. So I wanted to go more traditional, regular watercolor with this image, and I'm using Arches 140-pound watercolor cardstock, and I believe it is cold press. I have both, so I can't remember, but I believe it's cold press. I'm just going through here and I'm making my coral, the color. I did green and purple for the coral, and like a turquoise for the some of the starfish, and an orangey brown for some of the other starfish. Did some green and turquoise ribbons, and then I went through after using regular watercolor, and I did those little lines in the, I don't know if that's an oyster or a clamshell, whichever has a pearl, with gold metallic watercolor. That's the only metallic on there. And then I took the Lobsters for Life and Flower Whale stamp sets. I did not end up using the Flower Whale stamp set. It was going to be for another card with the black images, but I didn't get to it. But the Lobsters for Life, I used that, once again, oyster or clamshell, whichever it is. I'm not very good with those proper names for ocean life and or sea life. I colored those images off screen with my Copic markers, and then I masked them off, and I'm using my favorite Rabbit Hole Design stencil for using for ocean waves. I'm taking the little line where the lights, the Christmas lights, are supposed to be, and sticking my cardstock up underneath that, and moving that around across the panel every time I ink up a new spot. So it creates what looks like ocean or water waves. And I'm using my Catherine Pooler inks and can never remember the name of them, guys. Cottontail bitty blender brushes. I can't remember, but I'll put them down below for you guys. And I believe it's Seafoam, Sea Glass, and Bay Breeze. And then after I did each color all the way up the slimline panel, I went in with Seafoam again and blended all the colors together if there was any harsh lines or white spaces. Then I took off the mask. Always love the reveal. And by the way, this is a bonus video for you guys this month, so I hope you enjoy it. And then I took the Nicole upper and lower alpha dies, and I cut out lets with an apostrophe. I did it out of white glitter cardstock and gold glitter cardstock. I wasn't sure what I was going to use. I ended up going with the gold because of the gold on the clam shells or oyster shells, whichever. Please leave in the comments below which those are for me, because I don't know. Then I took the Seafoam and inked up a piece of cardstock for my sentiment strip. And we're going to use Nouveau watermark ink pad and some Simon Says Stamp gold embossing powder, ultrafine gold embossing powder, after using our Cottontail powder brush. And I inked up Shell-ebrate, so it's going to say Let's Shell-ebrate. I'm going to use my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to adhere my Ocean Life Bouquet, that's what I've been calling it, to my card. And I'm going to kind of center it down towards the bottom, above those two shells. I'm just going to call them shells, guys. It's brutal. It's like really messing with my head here. And then I'm going to take my T-square ruler and I'm going to very carefully center and line those letters up evenly. So we have Let's Shell-ebrate. I love saying that. Try saying that 3 times fast. Let's celebrate, let's celebrate, let's celebrate. Hey, I did it. Don't pick on me, guys. It's been a day, okay? Now I'm going to take my sentiment strip, and I'm going to place that off to the right below the word let's. Then I'm going to take some glossy accents, and I did all the pearls. The 4 from each corner, and then the 1 inside of my Ocean Life bouquet. And after I let that dry, the card is all finished. I hope you liked this month's bonus card and video. Don't forget to check out the Rabbit Hole Designs on Facebook and Instagram, where there's always daily inspiration. And don't forget to sign up for the Rabbit Hole Designs email to be aware of all new releases. And we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now, guys.